Hey guys, now it's time to continue our discussion about object-oriented programming, and in this video we're gonna see what are getters and setters. So what are getters and setters? In Java, getters and setters are methods used to access and modify the private fields of a class. They are part of the concept of encapsulation, which is one of the four fundamental object-oriented programming principles. Here is a brief explanation of getters and setters. A getter method is used to retrieve the value of a private field variable from a class. The method name typically starts with get, followed by the name of the variable it retrieves. It has no parameters and returns the value of the associated field. Setter method. A setter method is used to set the value of a private field in a class. The method name typically starts with set, followed by the name of the variable it sets. It takes a parameter, which is the new value to be assigned to the associated field. Setter methods often include validation logic to ensure that the assigned value is within acceptable bounds. So setters and getters are simply methods that we're going to use to set or get the value of our fields from classes, and this is called encapsulation because we are using the setter and getters to get the value of the fields. So we are not accessing the fields directly. We don't call the fields directly on the class or on the object. We are using methods, which is the set and the get. We set when you want to set a new value for a field, get when you want to get a value of a field. Alright, let's open IntelliJ IDE to see how this works. Alright, and I put an S here because I misspelled the name here. And let's go inside our car class. And what I will do, but first let me go inside main to show you what we have here. So I'm gonna go up here and I'll type car dot, and let's say I want to get the name of this car. If I put car dot, we don't see any name. We see stop, move, we have we see equals, hash code. We're gonna see what those are in next videos, but there is no car dot name. So in order to have a way to access the name of the car, the model of the car, the color, the number of doors, we need to use getters and setters. So let's generate getters and setters. And to add getters and setter, I'm just gonna press Ctrl O, or you can right click and go here where it says generate, and we select getter and setter, and we select getters and setters for all the fields of our class. I'm gonna click on OK, and now we have get name and it returns the name. We have set name and we have a setter for the name, for model, for the set. So we have getters and setters for all of our fields. Alright, now if I go inside main and if I type now car dot get name, now I can get the name of this car because now I am using the getter which was defined by us. So I'm gonna type SOUT, I'm gonna type car dot get name, let's press Ctrl D, or let's type SOUT car dot get model, SOUT car dot get color, again SOUT car dot get doors. Now if I run this, we get Tesla is played red 4. So these are the fields, the values of the fields of the first object that is defined here. Then we have the car Tesla is moving, the car Tesla has stopped. So we have our we have our methods called on this object. And then we have the second object which says the Porsche is moving, the Porsche has stopped. Now let's add the \n here. So I'm gonna type SOUT \n to add the line, so to make more clear that we have two objects here. And I will type here, let's copy this code, let's paste it here. But now we are using the car2 object. So car2, car2, car2 object. Alright, let's run this. Alright, so we have Tesla is play, so we have the output from the first object. Then we have the car Tesla is moving, the car Tesla has stopped. So this is the output from the first object that is created here. And then we have a line, we have a space because you added here \n, and we have the second object, Porsche 911 green 2, and we have the car Porsche is moving, the car Porsche has stopped. So now we are using the getters and setters to get those values. And if you want to change now a value, let's say that I want to change the name from Porsche to Ford, let's say. So I'm gonna type car2, so the object dot set, and now as you can see we have setters and we have setters for all of our fields. We have one setter for the color, a setter for the doors, model, and name. Let's change the name to, or let me change the, instead of the name, the color. So now the color is green. Let's change car2 dot color, set color, let's put blue. Now let's run this, and previously we had green here, and we still have green, but if you go down here, SOT, I'm gonna put car2 dot color, and if I run this, now I get blue. So the color of the car was changed using this setter. And if I hold Control and if I click on this set color, as you can see, this is a method which has a parameter color. That color parameters is assigned to this dot color, which is this field in this class, and that is going to be stored in that field. All right, let's go back. What we can also do is we can add some validation, as I said in our when I started the video. So when let's say that I set the model, or let's say when I set the name, I can put here if name that starts with A actually let's put a name that starts with F, only then I'm gonna assign that value to our field name. So I'm gonna put this dot name. Else, if that is not the case, I'm gonna put SOT. The name is not valid. So now whenever we try to set the name for our car, so we are using the set name to set a value to our field name, and we're checking to see if that name starts with the letter F. If it doesn't start with the letter F, we output in the console the name is not valid. So we are only accepting names which start with the letter F. So if I go here and if I run the code again, look what happens. We get blue, and let's change now the let's go down here. Let's set the name, let's say to should be the name, so set name. Let's say that I'm gonna call it Audi. So if I run this, you see we get the name is not valid, and we get green. And this is because, and let's change this to car2 dot get name. Let's run it. We get the name is not valid and Porsche. So the name was not changed because inside the set name method, the setter, we check to see if the name starts with an F. If it doesn't start with an F, we are outputting the console the name is not valid. And in a real app, you can have more validation here. You can check to see if an email address is valid. So you can put if it let's say if name that contains, let's say Aaron at, so if it doesn't contain at, there is not, it's not an email address valid. All right, I'll end this video here and see you on the next video.